Hey Northbound Nation, welcome back to Northbound and Down. We're just out here at Northbound Farm, and we're just getting the first cut of the year going. So we got Too Hot out here right now on his small case tractor, and right here is his Haybine. We were going to do a little intro with him, but he was more concerned about getting going, which I understand. We're getting a late start this year, and the grass is really high. We're gonna get a good cut off this one. It's always a little nerve-wracking when you first start using your equipment for the first time that year. Here we go. Well, it looks like everything's running good. How's it cutting?
Great.
Yeah.
It's flat.
It looks like we're going to get a pretty good yield, eh?
Oh yeah.
Oh, I see. So you're controlling down there a lever that controls the Haybine to go back right to left, right?
Yep.
That lever down there, you can control how it goes back and forth back there. Did your old one you couldn't do that with it, could you?
The old one is one way.
What's that?
You had to do circles with the other one.
Gotcha.
It's crazy. It's thick.
This is going to be the best cut I think ever to come off this field.
Yeah, it looks really good. I mean, it's hard to say.
Right, after it dries out, you won't know until you start baling.
I've never seen it up to my chest.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Well, it's got, Too Hot's about 6'1", and this hay out here is up to his chest. I'm a little bit shorter, so it's almost to my chin now.
Well, if you keep getting rain, we'll get a nice sucking cut.
Yeah.
He likes to explain.
All right, so he's gonna bring the Haybine around to the other side now, so he can make a turn. So he's got two of them, and with Too Hot's old Haybine, he had to just make a complete circle. He couldn't do adjustments like this, so this saves him a lot of time.
This is called the hydro swing.
So he just said it's called a hydro swing.
It's old, but back in the day, it was the best mower of its time.
I mean, it's doing a pretty good job. How old is it?
This one, I think, is 80s.
In the 80s?
I'm sorry, 70s. They made this exact mower. The last one was made in 1999. They weren't much different.
What are like the brand new ones called?
Disc vine.
Disc vines, okay.
This is a sickle bar.
There's a sickle bar. Okay, I see that. When you drop me off, I'll get down there and we can take a video of the sickle bar. So right here is the sickle. This is what actually cuts the grass down. So that's the sickle bar. Man, you've had to replace every one of these blades, haven't you?
No, it was actually, I changed one.
One? Really?
Yeah, well, the one
Oops, sorry.
it had it in pretty good shape.
Oh.
I mean, this mower's rough. Look at all the welds on it.
Right, you've had to do a lot of fixing up on it. But, I mean, it's doing a good job, though.
Yeah, it sounds all right.
You remember what you paid for it?
Oh, too much.
Too much? Too much? 2,500. I mean, that's the thing, though, is I think one thing, if you're watching at home, watching this, is one thing is like you got to be pretty mechanically inclined to buy a lot of the equipment you buy, the average person couldn't use because
we're not running new equipment.
Right. All right, so the sickle bar cuts it, and then you got these things rotate here, and these catch the hay, push it into the back, and then these rollers here, they bring it into these nice piles. And so you can see all these windrows. So it's going to sit there and it's going to dry for a few days. Given how wet it is, it's going to dry for a few days. And And then then he'll rake it, and then he'll bale it. Pretty smooth. All right, here we go. We got the first rake of the season about to start. So we got any equipment issues. It's the first time he's used it in a year, so we'll see. This one's not turning. Okay, so it looks like we do have a little issue. We'll be right back here. Let's get this figured out. There it goes. Oh, no, we still got a malfunction here. But you can see how it builds it up. Oh. Okay, it looks like he's got it figured out now. Oh, wow. He's just yelling how big the windrow is. This is, we've been doing hay out here for about 4 years now, and 2-Out's been cutting it for 3 of those. And I tell you what, this is, I mean, that's a big pile of hay for out here. Oh, I know. That's like 3 feet tall over there. Oh, you think that's the problem? There's too much material? Said he might have to do some adjustments to make this one work. I mean, he doesn't really have a choice, I'm pretty sure. He's got 2 or 3 of every piece of equipment that you could use on a farm except for a hay rake, I'm pretty sure. We're about halfway done with the raking of the first cut here. A little bit faster.
The faster you go, the better with this thing.
Yeah, I don't like this. A lot of hay here. Yeah, there is. Wow.
It might take 2 more days to dry.
All right, so we've been talking a lot about how, you know, first cut, second cut. Where we are, usually get 2 cuts, almost never get 3. And so the second cut is what people are really after. And so let me get too hot here to kind of explain.
So basically the difference is
I can't actually show you. You gotta have to point it up a little, hold it up a little high. Okay, I got it now.
Is the stemniness of it. So the second cut is a lot more tender. You know, it doesn't have all the straw to it like that.
Oh, okay.
So it'd be a lot more, you know, tender grass because it don't have as long to grow. You know, there's probably more science to it, but I'm not really sure of all that.
Yeah, I'm sure someone out there will know. You get a little bit less on your second cut too, and then if you live somewhere where you get a third, I'm sure it's third.
Oh yeah, they get 5 downstate.
Oh. Wow.
5.
So people are watching this like 2 cuts.
Yeah,
what?
Well, that's
yeah. See,
here,
so
the dew is what gets
here's the thing: is I do own this property, but I'm a vegetable farmer. I don't raise animals, and so I don't really know a whole lot about hay. So that's why I'm really dependent on Too Hot for this video because, like I said, I don't really know what I'm talking about. All right, Northbound Nation, I just wanted to get a quick view here. We've been talking a lot about how good this cut was. And another farmer just cut the field right next to mine, and I wanted to just show you real quick so you have a little comparison. All right, so here's what we're looking with. And here's what was on my field. And here's my field. Granted, this field has been raked and the other one hasn't, but it's still a considerable difference. And we're back here on the last day of the cut. It's day 3. It's actually not day 3. It's been a few days. We've had a few issues. Weather kind of impacted us, and we had some equipment issues. So, you know, as I've said a few times in this video, he's using pretty old equipment, pretty beat up, so we run into issues. You know, it's all part of it. So we got delayed by a couple of days, but we're out here baling, and it's going really smooth. So we're getting a good amount of bales, and the equipment is working a lot better now. Whole thing of twine already used. Wait, that was a brand new thing of twine? With equipment, and so we didn't get any of them footage. He asked me not to film it because he didn't know what was wrong. And yeah, it's, you know, it's frustrating when you're using old stuff and you don't know what's wrong with it. But he got it figured out, and so why don't you explain what that was? Can you show us too?
Well, it's up here. You won't be able to see it, but it's the slip clutch. It's
slip
so
clutch.
that if you jam this thing full of hay, it slips so that you don't break anything else on the baler.
Oh, so it's like a protection, so it was sticking open, so it was like, so it wouldn't add any more to the bale?
2 friction discs.
Gotcha.
So once it got to be so much tension on the belts, it started to slip.
And so then it just wouldn't add any more hay to the bale?
Right.
Gotcha. And so it's all fixed now. It looks like we're getting a good bale here. Go stand by this one so they can have a reference. Again, Too Hot's about 6'1", so
it makes 4 by 5.
So now about 5 foot. Yeah, it's a good sized bale.
Yep. For an old baler,
So,
it don't do too bad.
You said 4 by 5. Okay. Yeah. Not bad at all. What'd you pay for this bad boy?
I think we gave $2,500. We got a good deal at an auction.
So just for your equipment, you got what, about $3,500 to $4,000 into all your actual implements?
Oh boy, no, more than that.
Oh really?
Yeah, this is 25. I mean, you got 2,000 in a rake.
Oh, the rake was 2,000,
yeah.
And then your Haybine was about 25.
That was about $3,000.
Okay.
We got $3,000 into that. But yeah, it's old, but it does the trick.
He's got so much stuff. He's probably has a hard time.
Well, I got 2 of these.
Yeah, see, so you got a hard, because you told us earlier that the Haybine was 2,500.
Oh, it might have been, but I got
You got
With what I have
multiple
parts.
Oh, that's a good point. And you did a lot of welding on it, so if you do all the work you did on it, you got a lot more into it.
Yeah.
So I'm about to hop on with Too Hot and give you a view, the first person view up on the tractor. So we'll be right back. Saying that, but this is a good cut. Are you about to spit one out?
Real close. Okay. See that thing over there on the side, that little white thing?
Yeah.
That's
okay, so that white gauge on the left there.
Yeah, that's beeps too, I mean.
So why do you back up when you spit one out?
Because I have to, otherwise I won't have room to shut the baler.
Oh, so you can shut the lid, okay. Or the back hatch.
It sucks because you see the chunks of manure?
Yeah.
That means I'm rolling up little pieces of it, you know. But I'm telling you, that manure is a huge difference.
Yeah.
Over there on the other side, I'm going up that hill. That was the tallest, thickest I've ever seen that thing.
So fertilizing made a huge difference. I mean, this hasn't been fertilized in like 5 years, so it's been due. So he said he got 16 bales off that field up there.
Wow.
Where last year he got 5, I think he said.
Wow. That's pretty good. Did you get him on footage?
I didn't get really the foot, like anything like that. I did take a video up there with just to show the difference in the piles. Okay, so now he's wrapping it with twine, hold it together. You can see this twine spooling out there. Thanks for tuning in. That wraps this one up. Hope you learned something about cutting hay, or at least were entertained. If you enjoyed that at all, please hit that like button. And we got a lot of great content coming, so make sure you hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out on it. So now, till next time, we'll see you later.